How has pedophilia and sexual harassment become so normalized in anime? It seems as though too many anime I've encountered features these in some way. From the constant oversaturation of harems and isekais, underage girls being seen as viable sexual partners and everyone's waifu seemingly being a 12-year-old child, all the way to the main character freely going around molesting others without any consequences because everyone gives him a pass, or everyone tolerates it with phrases such as, "He's not a bad guy. Just a perv. He's realistic," or even that it's just his character flaws. There's even been incidences of rape and sexual assault being quickly brushed over. And what's worse is that these same issues are continually defended or their severity is even sidestepped with phrases of, "It's not that bad. It's just an anime bro. It's not real. If you don't like it, don't watch it. She's 1,000 years old. He has the body of a child so it's okay," or whatever seeming justification one can make up. And it genuinely scares me. I'll probably get downvoted to all hell for this, but I'm honestly quite scared by a lot of the things I'm seeing and how quickly fans go to defend all of it. I feel like the better animes out there don't resort to the sexualization of minors. Thanks for raising this. I love anime, but there are so many compelling ones that I have turned off because I don't want my sons or daughters believing this is appropriate behavior. 7 Deadly Sins is an example of an otherwise outstanding anime that I could watch with my family, but for all of the normalized sexual assault used as comic relief. Man, sort this by controversial and you're in for a ride. This is why it took me so long before I even tried watching anime. I thought it was all like this, and that stuff just really turns me away from a show. Even if it's not underage, the fanservice is still usually pretty creepy. Luckily, I found out they aren't all like this, so I've found a handful I really enjoy. Also, for this reason, MHA would be 10 times better if someone murdered Mineta. I hate it too, to the point that I'm getting really irritated. Even my most favorite animes have this element. It's a meme at this point that every anime has a scene in which a boy accidentally sees a girl naked and the girl starts screaming. I hate it. To massively oversimplify, but give a good basis for context, Japan is a hugely sexually and emotionally repressed nation that idolizes cuteness, to the point of sexuality. The problem arises when you realize children are cute. Most Westerners would slam the brakes on at this point. But unfortunately anime just says that 6-year-old is actually a 10,000-year-old demon, so it's totally not weird. I've actively disliked anime for so long that I actually gave it a go, thinking at the very least if I'm so staunchly against something I might as well give it a fair shot. I was recommended a handful of safe animes, and even they were jam-packed with jiggling tits, albeit adult ones. I just don't get it. Japan has different laws on sex, consent than we do, so the animes usually reflect that. They are also massively sexually repressed due to cultural influences. They idolize and romanticize their youth as a carefree child to the point of sexualizing it. ABC Australia did a good doco on it from the perspective of Westerners. Edit. Reading other comments on the post, I think I was mistaken in using cultural influences as a blanket statement. To be less vague, I was specifically thinking of Japanese work culture and the expectations of the working adult that have arisen in Japan over the last 60 years. In that same vein, the same factors that drive very high suicide rates for Japan in the past, I would argue, also drove the sort of media content being produced that is being discussed here.